while LD has one more shot at top 8. All right, what we got next on stream? Up next, we're going to go ahead and get into top 8. Looks like we're getting top 8 winner side going. We got Tenni versus Meek. Tenni, a staple Austin player at this point, been PR on almost every Austin PR that I can remember. Recently had a solid performance at Texas Reverie. Maybe didn't get the placement he wanted, but got some solid wins and gave the crowd some solid games to remember. Meanwhile, Meek, a player who's been on the come-up recently. I have yet to watch him his gameplay, but I know he plays Link.
Pokémon trainer.
Oh, Tenni going with a tried and true Pokemon trainer. Meek going with the Link.
Pokémon trainer.
Alrighty. Here we go.
3, 2, 1, go.
Here we go. Game 1 back to PS2, just like the last set. We got Meek versus Tenni. Meek repping TAMU, which I believe is Texas A&M University. Solid confirm their back air's in Nair there. Tenni already at 52% off stage in a pretty tough position, but is able to make it back just fine with the Squirtle up B. Both players kind of taking it slow from the start, kind of waiting for who's going to rush in first. Now, Link definitely can zone better than Pokemon Trainer in the grand scheme of things.
Alrighty. Is Nick?
What's up?
Okay, I think we're good.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
I can hear you.
Awesome. Okay. So getting into this set, I don't think these two have played before.
Yeah, I've never seen these two play before at all.
But with that being said, I'd imagine this matchup is probably PT favor, not by a bunch, but PT tends to beat everyone. So
Yeah, for sure. Because PT can cover so many different options with all the different
Yeah.
Pokemon available.
And especially with a character as like well-rounded as Link, I'd say they're pretty similar. But like Link is kind of just good at everything.
Right.
There's something bad about him. There's something
Right.
crazy good about him. Same thing for PT.
Yeah.
Actually, that's not true. PT is good
Yeah.
at everything. But that being said, pretty close set coming in here. But I think the best thing about Tenni is his Charizard. I mean, he doesn't die, and he just hits every
Yeah,
single
absolutely.
One thing that he's probably looking for here is that back air, or even just like the nair into a tech chase.
Yeah, he's definitely fishing for something like that, but Meek fishing for something of his own, looking for some kind of bomb dragged out confirm there.
The problem is that when you have things like the bomb in hand, right, you can't go for those forward airs, which is kind of what you need at those kill percents. And
Right.
while bomb is good, it's not going to kill a Charizard.
Not right now.
Later, right?
Right. And the funny thing about this match is Tenni just got finished playing Zay, so he just got warm up in the matchup. Meanwhile, Meek kind of coming into this blind.
There aren't too many Pokemon trainers, surprisingly enough, because the Earth are so good and pretty funny based. Like, there's a bunch of wolves, there's a bunch of Pallies, but there's no real Pokemon trainers aside from like top level, right?
Right.
But Tenni, of course, is no slouch. I mean, once again, he hasn't died yet. Oh, that was sick.
Yeah, that was a really, really smart bomb confirm there.
Oh my goodness.
Or not bomb confirm, arrow into the bomb.
Yeah. Meek is pretty good at those. I mean, he gets a lot of bombs that you wouldn't expect, but at the same time, Link racking on a decent amount of percent. 32 is nothing to scoff at when you have full rage as Link. I mean, this isn't easy stock with like a boomerang forward or tilt to like 60 on that. It's pretty crazy.
Especially on a light characterized Squirrel. There's a lot that Meek can do right now. Gets the Rising Nair. He's in a tough spot, but makes it back. Wait.
Doesn't get the edge guard in terms of the kill, but he does rack on about 25%, which means that right here. Yeah, exactly.
And that's going to beat the Nair right there. One of the few things in this game that will beat that Nair. We got the Charizard
And
side B.
Tenni is like historically known as like the guy that just hits flare blitzes all the time.
Right.
Like, if you watch him at Reverie, he stole not only one but 2 games from Morex with just that move because he hits it so consistently.
Right.
Whether it's, sorry, what?
It's because like he's so consistent with so many other things with especially specifically Charizard. You just don't see him throw out that move that often. So when he does mix it up and throws it out, it's so hard to react to.
Especially it's usually from things like the tech chase from a Nair or even just like a get up side B, because if somebody's swinging on an option, that's just going to beat it.
Yeah.
I mean, for example, like the boomerang or like a forward or a Nair out, it's going to beat it. It's going to kill him at like 80, right?
Right.
But the problem for Meek here is he can't find these consistent early kills, which he kind of needs when you're going against somebody that has as much kill power as Pokemon Trainer.
Right.
That mainly comes in the form of things like that Charizard F tilt, Charizard back tilt, just take stock so early. Good recognition that he can go out for that forwarder, though. It's going to even up the stocks.
Definitely a bit of a hill climb for Meek, but definitely something he can do.
Yeah, I think that Meek has been...
Ooh, that was almost really clean, but a smart switch right there from Tenni to avoid that.
But one thing that the Boom does a really good job of is that if you use that Boomerang, well, it's not super safe because it comes back and hits you. You can't get a super long combo on him. And so when Tenni does things like go for the down throw upgrade, or like a down throw and maybe like an up air confirm, you
yeah.
can do things like go for like a forward throw or back throw or stage control because that Boom is going to hit you anyways, right? But with that being said, definitely in Tenni's favor because like an up will kill at shield here.
Right.
But it's nothing that he can't just get one with ledge grab.
Right, but as we were talking, it's gotten really, really even. Any strong hit will kill either one of these characters, especially this close to the ledge. Tenni back in center stage and gets the up smash to cover the nair.
Tenni did a good job of realizing that Meek has been doing basically nothing but neutral-airing.
Right.
It's such a good move.
Yeah.
Neutral when you overuse it, even though it's super safe and has like a big disjoint, it does have a decent amount of startup.
Right.
Because of that, you can do things like up smash with Charizard, which I think is frame 5. It's like one of the fastest, if not the second fastest up smash.
Yeah.
Diddy Kong, super good option at shield, but Meek is getting up, grabbing some water, the water counter pick. This works often, you know, refresh the mind,
rehydrates the brain.
Rehydration is key to winning Smash Bros. Sets.
Sure is.
I doubt we'll see a counter pick here. Oh, we will. You know, I don't mind that. But the thing is, Small Battlefield, I feel like, isn't that big of a difference from Pokemon Trainer, especially because Charizard hits the up air confirms anyways.
Right, yeah.
You get the tech chases anyways. But for Link, the smaller blasts are probably the most important thing.
Right, that's what I was thinking, yeah.
Because what he was struggling to do was killing before 130, 140.
Right. Like, I have a feeling Tenni banned Smashville because...
Well, Tenni does love Smashville, but that might just be like a Tenni thing.
Yeah, I know Tenni loves Smashville, but I also know that that's a really good stage for Link just because of the space that he can control with his huge forward air and also the boomerang and all of that. So Small Battlefield's not quite as small, but a little bit smaller, or a little bit bigger, I mean.
There's this weird thing where, like, it's kind of counterintuitive, but sometimes smaller stages for zoners are better.
Yeah.
Because when you have to get through that bomb and forward air and boomerang and arrow
right.
and fall in a small space, you have nowhere to go. You don't have any platforms to stand
on.
But Small Battlefield is probably a better job of killing, but it will mean that Tenni also has an easy way to kill and administrate.
Right.
So, it depends on...
Nice parry right there.
Downer coming out. Oh, amazing job. See, Tenni knew that Meek's up B has so much range that the downer will probably just get hit by the up B by Link anyways. But because he goes for the forwarder, has a bigger disjoint, so he gets to confirm anyways.
Tenni just constantly proving his prowess in this matchup and the practice he's gotten. Meanwhile, Meek is definitely putting up a good fight. He's getting these close stocks, taking these stocks as well.
You can tell Tenni knows what he's doing because Hockey was a Link main for the entire first couple years of Ultimate. And
really clean read right there.
Jump here from Meek could be the
Gonna have the bomb recover. He gets the nair right out of it.
Oh, that was so smooth. Yeah, he actually got the back air wanted to grab, which, well, it's not true. It's really hard to react to that.
Right.
It does mean that Tenni is at kill percent at this point. Any up air or back air or forward air might just take the stock.
Tenni just trying to control center stage. Doesn't matter. The forward tilt will kill from across the stage. That move is very strong.
Once again, the problem is just killing. He needs to find these stocks a little bit earlier. And because Link isn't the most amazing edge guarder,
right.
He can really do nothing but bomb most of the time. Squirtle, Ivysaur, I mean, all the recoveries are good enough where they want to...
Right, and that down air.
Oh!
He got hit, but he had his jump. He's fine. All right. I thought it took his jump for a second. I was like, oh, no. All right, but quick boomerang into forward air confirm. 45% from nothing and off stage. This is a good position for Meek unless you get hit by that up B right there.
That went a little bit further than I expected, but... At this point, you can't really get throw combos, but getting that stage control is so key because when you're on ledge against a Link with a bomb in his hand, it's super scary. I mean, there really isn't any option that's correct, but down throw up B coming out. And I like the switch to Ivysaur. This world does get a little bit stuffed out by things like the up B out of shield, which get a little bit hard to play around. But most people wouldn't see Charizard switch at 90, but I think it's actually super good here because number one, he's super good at Charizard, right?
Right, yeah.
Number two,
it's his tried and true. That's a tough spot to be in. Misses the forward tilt, though.
Yeah. Flare Blitz, I like the Flare Blitz back on stage. The percent doesn't really matter because Meek isn't really taking these stocks at 30%. But just getting off of the ledge because it gives at least another 20-30% at minimum.
Right.
So.
Yeah, definitely has a heavy character like Charizard, although Link in general does have ridiculous kill power. Tenni's Charizard is just so damn good.
And one thing that you'll see that a lot of Links struggle with, that'll be the set.
I actually think it's best of
Oh,
5.
it's best of. Oh yeah, it's winner
Yeah.
semis. Yeah. Well, one thing that Link starts well with is like leaving these chunks, and well, that usually comes in the form of like a Lucina, for example, against a Charizard. That back air and that F tilt is ridiculously safe. Like,
Yeah.
you actually can't contest it at all
No.
because it'll number one either kill you at 50 or it's just straight up invincible. On the
Right, you
tail
just can't hit it, yeah.
So
Pokémon trainer.
obviously we won't see a switch here. The Link wasn't doing horribly, right? I mean, he can still win. He just
Right, no, I mean, these games haven't been like total washes. He's definitely putting up a good fight. It's just when Tenni gets something started, it seems that Meek has such a hard time getting down from there.
And the momentum has just kind of been in Tenni's favor the entire time. While he hasn't gotten like a free stock or anything like that, it just feels like he has control of everything.
Right.
He controls the pace. He decides when to go and when to not. And Meek just has to kind of go along with it. I want to see some more assertiveness. I want to see him approaching a little bit more, doing things like these side Bs. But
It seems that Meek is maybe respecting Tenni a little bit too much, like maybe letting him have a little bit too much space to get stuff started. Oh, really smart nair, but he's going to be fine and tries to get a reversal off of this. Doesn't get it.
oh, that could have.
That's going to be all right.
Oh, that's so sad for Meek. He actually fast forwards a little bit too much and means that he doesn't get back to stage. And the problem is when you're down 2-0 in a matchup that's like you have to keep the momentum up, that SD can be super detrimental to your entire game plan.
Yeah.
Because now you can't hit, you have to go in, and it's super scary.
Meek doing his best to keep his composure right now. Has Tenni at the ledge, out Squirtle. See what he does to get out. Just runs up the center stage, but jab lock into down smash won't take the stock.
You know, one thing about the down smash that's super good is that down smash sends straight up, which is really good because killing vertically is way better than horizontally, especially at like mid-stage.
Right.
So one more of those jab blocks could just take the stock at 100, which is what Meek needs. He needs to get the momentum back. He needs some sick conversion
Right.
to get the blood flowing and actually take the stock lead back.
That nair might do it, and it does, yeah.
Probably some maybe misplaced DI there, but also just on town.
Right.
There's pretty strong here in the sweet spot. Nice confirmed. Yeah, you really can't punish that. I mean, once again, he has to start respecting the fact that things like the down smash from Ivysaur and the up smash from Charizard are kind of just unpunishable sometimes. Like,
And the one thing about Meek's play right now that I'm noticing that Tenni's capitalizing a lot is, and this is just kind of a thing for Link players in general, but he is pressing a lot of buttons in disadvantage, trying to land with the nairs, the forward airs, the boomerangs, to try to get Tenni away from him.
yeah.
Tenni's doing such a good job at reading what he's going to do. He's hitting him from underneath, he's hitting him from the side, he's keep getting him off stage so quickly, but Meek living pretty long right now, until that.
Commentator's curse
Yep.
takes the stock right
There
away.
it is.
Coming out with the nairs once again. I mean, they have been working.
Is he dead? Oh, he's fine.
No. Tenni never has beats, I swear. This guy, like, has played PG for way too long to ever mess up his recoveries. It's actually crazy how consistent he is with them, but... Oh, that could be a bunch
That's
of
a
damage.
big confirmed. Tried to land on the platform there, it looked like didn't get it.
And especially with PT on this town and city, you can see early Squirtle stocks just up the side.
Yeah.
This will legitimately kill you at 50 if you're off stage.
Right. Yeah, that move is deceptively strong for how weak it sounds.
Yeah.
Surprised he didn't try to wall with the bomb there. It looked like it would have hit. Maybe Tenni was waiting for it a little bit, but it just never went off. Tries to look for the boomerang confirm there. Meek on his last stock here in winner's side.
He needs to make some sort of comeback. And I think the one way to make these comebacks is by getting some sort of either early kill or like a really sick kill that just like makes you believe in yourself again. And I mean, honestly, even something like a bomb or like a boomerang quarter will just kill 100% easily, right? So the bomb. So it's definitely
Once
not
again,
impossible,
Meek.
but it's going to be a little bit challenging.
Okay, once again, Meek looking for all of these nairs. That one will connect, but will not take the stock. 149 on this Charizard, though. He's stuck at the ledge. Really smart option to get up attack there. Maybe Meek was not expecting that.
Yeah,
Off stage. Oof.
amazing.
Really amazing recognition there from Tenni.
Super smart because most people just kind of let Link cover, but Tenni knows that the angle that he's going at will always be ready for a down.
Right.
Because if he takes the stock, it's a 2-0, or a 3-0, I should say. Pretty convincingly as well. I felt like Tenni did a really good job of capitalizing on when he got the hits, and while he wasn't getting those massive 0 to deaths, he was capitalizing on the ledge traps every single time, getting whether it's like a downer or a forward air